Hello, 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 hello. It's your host, Chitown Neal. Oh, yeah, we're going to have some fun tonight. Yeah, man, it's about to go down tonight. Another episode of Tell the Truth After Dark. That means, that we're in the studio late at night, I got my host here, man, my brother, man. You know who I am, man. Let me give y'all the breakdown. Your host Chitown Neal. We're in the beautiful studio. Maximize, your potential here in North Dallas. I'm your host. My co-host to the left goes by many names, but when he on the show with me, man, he go by BTB, man.
BTB.
Yeah, BT Bill, man, my brother, man. Let's get this thing started, man. So right now, I'm gonna have to give the floor to my co-host. This breaks my heart, man. But anyway, we're gonna talk about college football today.
Talk to me.
You were totally right this year. Ooh, this hurts my soul. Bowtie Bill was totally right. Go ahead, get the Longhorns. I'm gonna get the close up. Get your Longhorns up, man. I want to make sure they get that, man. I want to make sure we don't edit that out, man.
Bevo, baby. Bevo. Hook 'em.
But you know what's so funny, man? This is one Texas team that I really could not hate on. But before we break down the Longhorns,
Sure.
BTB, did they get the right 4 teams in the playoff, man? What's your thoughts, brother?
Yes, they did, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of controversy around, the top 4 teams. Georgia arguably could have been one of the top 4 teams.
Now, you're not being
Florida
biased
State.
now because you're a Longhorn fan. You're not being biased now, are you?
No,
Okay,
no,
now I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Florida State, being in there, right? But how the committee had it written in the bylaws, the rules,
Okay.
right?
All right.
In the event that if they were missing a player or coaches,
A lot of people don't know that, Billy.
a lot of people don't know that,
Yeah.
were not available, right? That's a ding against that team,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Jordan Travis, sadly, got injured, right?
Agree.
And then he missed the last 2 games. And so, therefore, Florida State was not Florida State.
Yeah, see, and this goes back, I know people get tired of me saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it. This is why I can't talk sports with fans. I like to talk to gurus. It's because the Florida State fans were like, well, Ohio State, they went to the playoffs when our quarterback got hurt. But nobody wants to talk about was when Ohio State went to the playoff with Cordell. They blew the doors off of the teams.
He balled out.
He bought out. They were winning 50-12 and 48, so they still look like Ohio State.
They still look like Ohio State.
Florida
Out for
State
3 games. He got drafted.
Exactly. Florida State did not look like themselves.
They played a sorry Florida team, right?
Yeah. Now
And
they had a backup. He looked good in that game, but he got hurt. So by that time they played Louisville. They had a 3rd string quarterback, and now he actually didn't look that bad, the backup, but he got hurt in Florida on a very dirty hit late in the game. And I understand, Florida State fans have a right to be upset, but now you're on your 3rd string quarterback. You look pretty doggone good with the second one. I give you that. But now you're on your 3rd string. He looked like hot trash, man. Straight up, he like trash in that game against Duke. So it's kind of like
they can blame TCU for that, man. The committee was not gonna put another TCU in there, dog.
I heard a couple people say that too. Come on, man. You can't put that on TCU, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, you can.
Man, come on. You a Big 12. You a Big 12 guy. What? Technically, you ain't a Big 12 guy after this season. You're going to be an SEC, man. But come on, you've been a Big 12 man all your life.
Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth podcast, bro. That would hurt Florida State.
I kind of got hey. If I don't agree with you, I tell you, I kind of got to agree with you on that. I think the TCU situation really, really, that was in the back of people's head. That didn't look good.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, bro, if it's not making dollars, it's not making sense. Because now they driving revenue, right?
Facts.
We want to put in. We want to put in. Alabama, right? Revenue, right? They need eyeballs. We're going to put it in Texas because you know Texas bring that oil money. Right?
You know what I'm about to say again, right?
we're gonna have Michigan come in. Gotta have a Big Ten in there.
And the famous words of JC is politics as usual, huh?
Politics as usual, right?
It's politics as usual.
It's all about the eyeballs. Because people not because your advertisers not gonna be spending money, and no eyeballs are on the screen.
Man, I don't want to take that into consideration. I do agree with the whole part that, a lot of people don't know if your player's not hurt, then there's a very good chance that, that can hurt against you. So I think, in my opinion, man, as much as it hurt my heart, and I'm not a big Texans Longhorn fan, I'm definitely not a big, Roll Tide fan, but the podcast is called Tell the Truth.
Right.
And, come on. You got to put Michigan in there undefeated. You definitely got to put Washington in.
Yes.
They undefeated, and they were so disrespectful to Washington there. Washington beat Oregon early this year by 3. And in the Pac-12 championship game, they still had them 10-point underdogs. Like, how was Washington 10-point underdog to Oregon when they already beat them early this year by 3? So Washington definitely deserves it. Then that's when it gets kind of muddy waters, And if you look at it, you're like, okay, Texas or Florida State? Well, yeah, Florida State is undefeated, but Texas, to me, I feel like the Big 12 was tougher this year than the ACC. You ask me. And then you play Alabama. So now you got, okay, Florida State or Alabama. Well, Alabama just happened to beat Georgia, who was undefeated, ain't lost a game in 2-3 years.
2 years.
And if you really look back on see who did Florida State beat, their best win was what, the first game of the season they played LSU? And LSU, we see now has an amazing quarterback, but they have trash defense. No, they lost 3 games this year, not 2. Yeah,
3.
Okay, yeah. So you go back and look at it, it's like, and Alabama people can say, well, Alabama was supposed to lose to Auburn. You know what? I don't even like Alabama, but I'm sorry. Whenever Alabama play Auburn in Auburn, that is a true rivalry game. When they play Auburn in Alabama, I don't think it's that much of a rivalry. I think Alabama is going to win that game. But whenever they play in Auburn, them Auburn boys going to show up. You can throw the record out.
Not only that, man, you have SEC football is NFL football on Saturdays.
Semi-pro, yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Right? So, therefore, you're going to have an SEC team in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did that hurt you to say that? Because you used to bash on the SEC. Are you changing your heart because now you going to the SEC? Come on, keep it real. Come on, Bowtie Bill. I know you.
I never did like the SEC.
I'm about to say, the podcast is called Tell the Truth to Tell the Truth.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to see you go tell the truth. I'm sitting there like, you're giving the SEC a whole lot of love all of a sudden. Like, when did this start, man?
Hey, man, the SEC is football, NFL football on Saturdays. So, therefore, yeah, you're going to have the winner of the SEC in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but yeah, man, they got it right, man. I mean, and plus, they only having to bite the bullet this last year. Why? Because next year they go on to 12-team playoffs.
And you know what that means, don't you?
What?
My boys Notre Dame going to the playoffs every year. Notre Dame can't be kept out. All we got to do now is win 10 games, man.
This dude like Notre Dame?
I'm like the only brother in America in the South is a Notre Dame fan. Y'all can't judge me, man. I'm born and raised from the Chi. You know what I'm saying? I'm born and raised from Chicago. Well, hold on. Let me give the people the backdrop to that. Because it'd be funny. I'd be at cigar bars, to be in bars down here. They'd be like, they look at me, man, who got the Notre Dame game on? I'd be sliding down this.
Lord have mercy.
Like this dude Tommy back in. No, okay. Let me give y'all the breakdown. When I was growing up in the Midwest, Billy, in the 80s, man, Illinois football was not good. So we had like one good team, Tony Eason. You remember that dude? Uh-huh. Yeah, from my age. Yeah. 84. Oh, Illinois went 10-1, and they went out there, I never forget, and got blasted by UCLA in the Rose Bowl. I'm talking about blasted. Go look it up. 1984. Well, they probably 1985 because they played on January 1st. But anyway, they went out there and got blasted
Right.
Like, literally. So I'm 10 years old, and I was like, nah. I'm done with these Illinois teams. So I was still watching Illinois basketball, DePaul, and all that good stuff. But when it came to football, I just slid on over a little bit farther south. And what people don't know is Notre Dame gets a lot of coverage in Chicago.
Right.
So, and I just always like Notre Dame. But anyway, going to 12 teams, Notre Dame going to be in the playoff every year. All we got to do is win 10 games. But I do want to ask you this, Billy. I do agree with you. They got the right teams right. But who going to win? Who going to win, man? Talk to me.
I believe it's going to be a rematch of Alabama and Texas, and then hook them. I believe Texas is going to get them because everyone.
Y'all gonna be Alabama twice? You saying?
Yes. Everyone is saying that Alabama has gotten better since we beat them in week 2.
They have gotten better. Melrose is playing much better.
But guess what? Texas has gotten better.
I got to push back on that.
Yes,
no.
Okay. Why?
I think that y'all secondary has gotten exposed a lot.
It's the safeties.
Thank you. See, you talk to a guru. You can't get none on me. You go talk to the dudes in the bar that don't know what the hell they talking about. I know what I'm looking at. Okay, now your defensive line, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got some dogs.
Out front 7.
Yeah, got some dogs. It's a big boy. I would love to see the Bears get his big butt. Sweat. We already got a sweat. Yeah, we already got a sweat on our team. So just give us 2 Sweat, and then maybe they might call us Keith Sweat. Baby. I keep him coming. I got the joke, Billy. But anyway, no, that big dude, Sweat. Yeah, man, he real nice.
Number 93. Man.
Yeah, he real nice, bro. He real nice. So, I think your run defense has gotten better throughout the year. But your secondary athlete, can be exposed. But I will say this, though. I will say this. Out of all 4 teams, Michigan has the worst quarterback.
No passing game.
And I think, and if you ask me who I want to win, the Midwest guy, and they've been messing with Harbaugh all year. I know you have your views on it. I definitely got my views on it.
He don't miss games.
Yeah, but how I feel.
The Patriots of the college at the collegiate level.
I know how you feel about them.
The Patriots of the NCAA.
I know how you feel about them. Okay, you call them cheaters. There might be. But you know how I feel about it. I feel like it's more to the story that they keep calling this man in. I think they nitpicking with him. But because of that, I'm actually would like to see Michigan, win. But if I just take my heart out of it, man, I just think Alabama going to get them. I really do. Melrose is playing much better. So I look at it as Alabama is able to move the ball on Georgia's defense. I think they'll be able to move it on Michigan. And you're giving Nick Saban a couple of weeks to prepare.
Playoff Nick Saban.
Yeah, I think Alabama going to win that game by less than 10 or more. And that hurt me to say that because I'm a Midwest guy. Now, y'all game, bet the over. Now, I don't know who's going to win, but I think it's going to be a boatload of points scored in that game. The game is played in New Orleans, so we have controlled environment.
Right.
We don't got to worry about weather.
Right. Okay.
Fast field.
Uh-huh.
These are the things that if you're betting on the over, you want to look at. 2 quarterbacks can move the ball, and I do say that I think you guys have a better chance than beating Alabama than you do Washington.
Check it. Last year we played them in the Alamo Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I know what they did to you.
They beat us 27-20, right? And they had time of possession at least 10 points on us, right? But we didn't have the dogs last year like the dogs we have this year.
Agree.
Right? And so they ran the ball on us. They had over 150 yards of rush, 158 to be exact.
Right.
Right? And they controlled the clock. They ain't doing it this year. So what we did was we played a deep cover 2.
They're not doing it this year? Why you feel confident they're not doing it this year?
Because we have a top 5 rush defense in the nation.
Okay.
Right. We number one on third down. We get off the field on third down.
Bowtie Bill, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna make sure you got the close up when I ask this question. I want to see your reaction to this. Okay.
I'm listening.
Will this not be the best receiving core y'all played against this year?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so y'all didn't got your.
They have three wide receivers that's going to the NFL.
Okay. So, okay. All right. We're gonna tell the truth to these people now. Okay.
Right.
Washington receiving core.
Yeah,
is real nice. Don't get me wrong. Texas got a good receiver. Yeah, I would say best in the nation. Now, Texas got some great receivers too. All I'm saying is that Texas ain't played a quarterback like this all year.
No.
Okay. All right. About to say.
Close was Dylan Gabriel for the Oklahoma.
Okay. All right. He played out of his mind that day. I just don't see him being as consistent as Felix and stuff. But okay. But then also the receiving core I'm looking at.
Right.
So looking at the receivers, things like that. I think the Washington game, for some reason, I just look at matchup.
Right.
It's gonna give y'all more problems than Alabama.
Or Michigan, yeah.
Or Michigan. Yes. I really think that for some reason. Now y'all get past Washington, I think y'all can get past Alabama. Washington can score some points, man. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say though. Saying all that, I think it's going to be Washington and Alabama, and I think Alabama going to win it all again this year.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all play Alabama, I'm going to definitely be saying, come on, I don't know what y'all be saying. I know that hook them. Where you hooking like I'm going to be talking about hooking because I do not want Alabama to win again, but I think it's gonna be Alabama and Washington, man. I just Washington though, I will say this though. They secondary ain't that good either. That's why I'm gonna bet the over.
Worse than ours.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, man, I just might just bet the over and I don't take no bets. None of this stuff. We're just giving you our predictions. But I'm just saying that I do think that Texas haven't played an offense like this year. But and Washington has played explosive offense this year. They played Oregon twice. They played USC. Mm-hmm. Y'all can laugh if you want to. Arizona offense got explosive towards it. So they've played those type of, and I look at Texas, I'm like, y'all really ain't played that many good quarterbacks, man. Y'all played two. Merrill's when he was struggling early this year, so he really was not what he is right now. And then you played, my man Gabriel, and who's good, and now he's left, and now he's going to Oregon. Yeah, he's going to Oregon, so he already hit the transfer portal. So if you see Oklahoma in the bowl game this year, it's not the same Oklahoma team this season because he already left. But I got Washington, Alabama. I'm not confident about that because that Washington-Texas game can go either way. Doesn't go either way, but you got the Longhorns.
Longhorns, man, all the way, man.
All right, man. We about to keep it moving, man.
Right.
So check this out, man. We got to talk about this big Monday night game that just happened on Christmas night.
49ers and the Ravens.
Billy, I had to take the head off on this one. Now, I did think about you because Bowtie Billy told me earlier this year a crazy stat that I wish we did the podcast last week so y'all guys would have know who to put your money on. He told me it's a crazy stat. And what was that stat? You've been calling the Ravens the NFC Slayers. Give the people the stat. I don't even want to take your thunder, brother.
Yeah. Prior to the game, Lamar Jackson was 19-1 against the NFC.
That's an amazing.
They have one.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. 19-1.
Now it's 20-1.
That means you win 95% of your games against a certain conference. Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead. So I was thinking about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
So they 20. Well, Lamar Jackson 20-1.
That's nuts, bro.
Against the NFC.
Like, I mean, you understand something like when you play outside of your conference, you play everybody in that division. So two teams might be trash. Okay, let's say you play NFC North. So the Bears trash, and let's say Detroit used to be trash, but Detroit's not good. So you at least have to play Minnesota and Green Bay. Then the next year you have to at least play, Cowboys and the Eagles are good, but then Washington and New York might be trash. So my point is that when you play out of your conference, two of the 4 teams should at least be pretty doggone good.
Right.
And for these fools, because they beat, I got them a couple of weeks ago again, and them fools beat the Rams.
Yes.
And that was a good game. That was in
Baltimore. Overtime.
Yeah, went overtime. That game was in Baltimore. They beat the Rams. So I'm just like, man, that's a whole nother podcast. Like, what is it about Harbaugh and my boy Lamar? But what I really want to ask you, though, about that, Billy, that this is the second time this year on Monday night that San Fran got bullied. Remember Minnesota bullied them in Minnesota. And so now you got fans overreacting. These are the same fans that said San Fran was doomed when they lost 3 games in a row. And I told everybody, don't forget, San Fran was 3-5 last year, and they made it to the NFC Championship game. So now you got fans talking about, Brock Purdy's not an MVP. Well, to me, he was never an MVP. Then they're saying that now he got exposed. Do you think Brock Purdy got exposed and he's just not going to be any good for the rest of the season?
Man, when you go back and watch the game, right, it's something called a not test.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
On one ball, it's a true interception. 2 balls got tipped. Another one, his arm hit.
Facts.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the deal is, the defense could not stop Lamar. Lamar, on the 3rd and long, I think it was, I can't remember, it was like 3rd and 12 or 3rd and something long.
Okay.
He ran for 32 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
He's like, what the defense at?
What the defense? That was the worst game that the San Francisco 49ers linebackers had. That was their worst game.
Well,
it seemed like they weren't even prepared.
Well, you say that's the worst game, but you also got to understand that Lamar is probably the top rushing quarterback in the league. I love me some Justin Fields, but
right by 200 plus yards.
Yeah, it's harder to stop Lamar because Lamar, as of right now, I'm not crapping on Justin Fields. I'm a big Bears fan, everybody know that. But let's just keep it 100. Justin Fields can't pass the ball as much as Lamar. So Lamar's a better passer, so it makes it even more harder to stop him when he do run the ball. Because he's such a great passer. The man is an MVP, not because he passed for like five yards, because, he had like 4,000 yards, something crazy that year.
Now, we can get into this now.
But what?
I don't think Lamar should win MVP.
Passing-wise, if you look at his passing yards, you can definitely hold that over his head. But you got to also look at his combined yards, too. But where you going with this, Billy? Bowtie Bill.
He has 4,100 yards. I want to say 4,137 as of right now.
Combined.
Right,
combined, okay.
24 touchdowns combined.
Right, combined.
He's not top 5 in any stat.
Okay, but you take Lamar off that team, what the hell they going to be? What the hell they going to be? They're not going to be trash. They're not going to be trash. You know what they're going to be? When you pick the trash up and that juice start falling off of it, they're going to be called dumpster juice. That's the smelly part. That's that part when you get on your hand, you be like.
I was going to say something else, bro.
Go ahead, cuz. I cut it. That's that dumpster juice, dog. They worse than trash.
I was going to say something. I was going to say something. That beaches.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah,
we doing another. This what happened. We doing another show. Boy. After dark. That's what happened when you sip on a couple of things. Hold on, right back.
But hey man, check it. Hey man, to the playoffs. He missed 5 games last year. They made it to the playoffs and should have beat Cincinnati.
So you agree?
Wait, Joe Burrow.
Hold on. I'm not letting y'all hook up this. So you agree that they would be dumpster juice without Lamar. Because Andrewson got hurt. People know. Now, you're a guru now. Stopping now. Andrew got hurt. Mike Andrews, his tight end, got hurt a couple of weeks ago, who's really been his number one receiver probably since he's been in the league. So the way your boy in KC rely on Kelsey, Mahomes, people don't know. Lamar rely on Andrew just like that. Just like that.
But
he
likely has stepped up.
But he got hurt. I'm making my scenario why he is MVP. He got hurt, okay, like 3-4 weeks ago. And then my boy, I don't be keeping up the names like you, my boy, the little running back, number 34, he got hurt last week. What's his name?
I can't remember his name, but now they got Gus Edwards playing.
He can't hit the hole like that little young boy.
No, he can't.
No, come on, stop, Billy. Stop that Bowtie Bill. That's why I do the podcast with you. You know what you're looking at. Yeah. That dude it's just some people. Yes, it's certain people. When he get the ball, he be like, "Ooh, what you call him down here? No, Jackrabbit. Oh, Jackrabbit. Oh, Jackrabbit." he coaches track and name his track.
North Texas Jackrabbit.
Yeah, old Jackrabbit. I'm like, that boy, like Billy trained him to track. He just looks super duper fast. I don't know, that might sound like a little kiddie word. So my point is that super duper, I don't care what y'all say, you can make fun of me, but he just looks fast.
Yes.
And he got hurt.
Yes.
So now, if you take any team, best running back, and the number one option, passing, that's going to put a dent. And then you go.
They got the best record in the league.
Okay, that's going to put a dent.
12-3.
And then you go into San Francisco house. You got to travel on Christmas night. You had to sleep in a hotel on Christmas Eve. And you slap them boys around like that? Yeah, he MVP, bro. I'm sorry, Billy. I'm going to say he MVP, man. So you say he's not. I'm gonna give you another question because I don't even know what you might say. So who would you say your top two candidates MVP as of right now? Okay. I won't poo-poo that. Okay, who's the other one?
Man, in the event Tyreek hits 2,000 yards.
Ooh, okay.
Receiving.
Okay.
Because that means he has done something we've never seen
before. I'm gonna tell you, Tyreek injury might have got him the MVP. I forgot about old Tyreek. A couple weeks ago, they were beating the dog crap out of Tennessee. And Tyreek got hurt in that game. They were beating the dog. They was having a good old time. They was barbecuing, smoking cigars. They took their shoulder pads off. They thought the game was over. You know what I'm saying? And Tyreek messed around, got hurt. And the Tennessee Titans. But that little young boy, the quarterback, Levine, you know all the players. Levin, little boy from Kentucky.
Right.
Yeah, he brought his butt in there. And to keep in mind, it's only yeah, thank you, brother. This is only like his fifth start in Miami. He came back and bust their ass. And I was like, what nobody's talking about is Tyreek got hurt in that game. And they did not look the same. Now, I know last week he didn't play against the Jets, and they body-whopped the Jets. They beat up on the Jets. I'm not trying to disrespect the Jets. The Jets got a very good defense, but they mailed that thing in. They have a horrible offense, And when I saw how much different that offense looked against Tennessee in that game, I was like, yeah, they might want to keep. They might need him. They might need him for real, man. So, but we're gonna keep it moving, man. To the last little segment, man. We're going to touch on this, man, about 5-6 minutes, man. So we did a little thing about a couple of weeks ago, State of the Union on the AFC. Woo! Billy.
Man, the quarterback.
Let me say this, Billy.
Go ahead.
Billy, I don't know who in the hell besides Baltimore is going to come out of the AFC, man. Me and you both said it'd be the KC Invitational, because we're so used to them having the number one seed.
Right.
Mahomes has never played a game at home. I'm on the road.
Right.
That loss last week against the Raiders. Shout out to my boy Mark. I need to watch the podcast. I got two homies, Mark. It's crazy. One, my homie Mark, Chesterfield, St. Louis, he live in. He a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Okay. And my other friend Mark, he live in Frisco. He a Raiders fan. So one is a Raiders fan and one is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. But my boy Mark, the Raiders fan, congratulations on you win. But that loss, Billy, guaranteed that KC would not have the number one seed. So Mahomes, if he want to go to the Super Bowl this year,
on the road, Baltimore.
Man, you tell me what you see in the AFC. I don't have a clue. Go ahead, man. You got the floor.
Baltimore is looking good, man. They just playing some real good football. Man, listen. So Miami last 2 games is against the Ravens, and then their last game is against Buffalo.
Yeah.
In the event they win both of those games, they go for real.
Come on, Miami.
Buffalo.
Next, who might we play next week? Baltimore?
Baltimore, then Buffalo.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice little game. Now, okay, so that game is where in Baltimore? Got to be because Miami just played 2 in a row. Oh wow, so that's for I had not looked at the schedule that in depth this weekend. That's for the number 1 seed then in the ALC.
And then they got Buffalo and Buffalo playing for playoffs because they got Buffalo the last game.
Well, I knew they had Buffalo the last game of the season.
Right.
Yeah, that game was in Miami. That I did know. I knew that. Yeah. I definitely knew that. But yeah, we both say Baltimore right to right now.
Cleveland is sneaky, right?
You got the floor right now.
Kansas City, man.
Hold on. I know you got the floor. I got to ask you a question. Do you think they're going to be able to turn that around?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, when they go to the playoffs, man, everything they're going to call different plays. Things just going to happen differently, man. As long as you got Patrick Mahomes, right, you have a shot. And I still believe, hey,
but how do you have a shot when all your receivers besides Kelsey all got like 2 left hands? They trying to catch the ball like this. We trying to catch the ball. Oh my God! They trying to catch the ball. Oh my God! We stop, man. Okay.
I mean, Kansas City got it, man. I mean,
you still think Kansas City coming out?
Kansas City and San Francisco in the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay. So you sticking with that, huh?
That's my take, man.
That is a heck of a take.
Until I see otherwise.
Man, that take is so hot, you going straight to hell. I keep it coming.
That was a hell of a statement.
Man, hell of a statement, man. Let me say this, dude. I'm about to keep it 100, man. You know me. I say my. Hold on, my fault. Go ahead, Ramo.
Yeah, real quick. All the quarterbacks are injured.
I'll wait. You taking some of my takeaway. Go ahead.
All the quarterbacks are injured. Mm-hmm. So you really have Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. Everybody else was backups.
Yeah.
Now, in the event that C.D. Stroud come back, and he has been great. Joe Flacco has been great for Cleveland. He's a backup. He was on the couch.
Okay.
Right? But those 3, Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, quarterback league, I see Baltimore and Kansas City up for the AFC Championship game.
All right. Okay. So my original thing, team everybody said I was hating on. I said Buffalo would not make it to the playoff.
Right.
I had that doggone thing. I still got a chance, but not as good. Now they got a 60% chance to make the playoff. What saved Buffalo's season was they changed offensive coordinator. And they put this Brady guy in. I don't even know his first name. And they run the ball more. Okay. Your boy Josh still don't check the ball down like he should, but they run the ball more. They got a good running game. They average 4.6 yards a carry. I do not know why they didn't run the ball more. They ran the ball more on the Cowboys, and they ran the ball a little bit more on the Kansas City games. Guess what happened? They won both of them. So as soon as I saw they changed their play call, I'm like, okay, all right. But here's the thing about Buffalo. Buffalo don't win the division, they won and done. I don't even give a crap. So break that down just like that. They got to win the division. I don't trust Buffalo on the road. Nah. And here's the funny thing about it. If Buffalo was to win a road game, the only person I could possibly see them beating would probably be maybe Jacksonville, they win division, or Kansas City. Something like that. Okay? Jacksonville, now keep in mind, I told y'all earlier this year, only 3 teams coming out the AFC. I told you Cincinnati. Unfortunately, my boy Burrows got hurt. Okay. So if you want to laugh at me and say, oh, you got that wrong, That's cool, but you shouldn't want to laugh at a man that got injured, just to prove your point. So that's not looking good because he got hurt. All right. Now, I will say this. I don't know what on God's green earth is going on with Sunshine. He is looking bad. Now, I know he got a concussion a couple weeks ago, but my boy, come on now.
It was knee earlier, and he got concussed 2 weeks ago.
Bowtie Bill, he has not looked good lately, man. He just hasn't looked good. Don't know what's going on with my boy. I'm like, man, but just I'm a guru, and I'm just like I watched the game, and his technique looked good. He knocked off his back foot, but the ball is sailing out of bounds, throwing the ball in the dirt. He looked bad, man. He looked real bad. I'm like, what is going on? So I've watched the last 3 Jacksonville games from beginning to end.
Right.
He looked bad. I just can't put my finger on it. Bad. So if you ask my prediction, I'm still, people can laugh, they can joke, whatever. I'm still not trusting Baltimore. It is what it is. I'm not trusting them. I want Baltimore to go to the Super Bowl. Let me first say that.
Right.
I will be cheering for Lamar.
Right.
I just think that these injuries are going to add up. And when I tell you this, I still think it's going to come down between Kansas City and Cleveland. I think Cleveland going to tear some people out the frame. I'm going to give y'all a crazy stat. And I told Bowtie Bill this a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this. There's 2 quarterbacks in the NFL that's average during a regular season, but I don't never bet against them. And go look at their playoff record. The first one was Eli Manning. I never bet against Eli Manning in the playoffs. He's a different Eli.
Right.
I don't F with Eli. He gonna win, or he gonna least, even if he lose, he gonna at least cover. You ain't gonna lose no money. And that second quarterback, I'm gonna see how good your memory is, Billy. I told you I never bet against Flacco in the playoff.
Right.
Y'all can laugh. They just got his ass off the bench. All the other stuff. I don't bet against Flacco in the playoff.
Right.
He's experienced. He's seen it all. If you start look at the quarterbacks he be going against Josh Allen, maybe that could be difficult, but they probably won't even play each other because they both be wild cards.
He's got a solid arm too. His arm talent is still good.
And defense travels. So if you ask me, I still say AFC Championship game. I got Cleveland and Kansas City. Kansas City's not looking good. If you ask me why I don't pick Baltimore, I'm not hating on Baltimore. I love Baltimore. I want to see them win.
Right.
I just don't trust that they can keep doing this because they got so many key injuries.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you this, though. I would love to be wrong. I want Lamar to win the Super Bowl so bad. You know what I'm saying? I really do. So I would love to be wrong, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think the injury's going to add up.
Right.
But that's my take on it, man. But you got Baltimore and
Kansas City in the AFC Championship. Kansas City going playing San Francisco.
Well, okay, what you talking about? I'm talking about the Super Bowl. But in the AFC, you got Championship. You got Kansas City and Baltimore. Okay, yeah. I mean, I would love to see that. I would love to see that, man. But we about to get up out of here, man. Bowtie Bill, man.
You know what it is,
man. Go tell the people subscribe, all that good stuff. Bowtie Bill, man. Yeah, man.
At the bottom of your screen, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and we coming at you.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all watching the show, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Tell the truth. Make sure y'all tell a friend. Share. When you're watching this on YouTube and other type of places, share it with people. Let them see what we got. Bringing some comedy relief, but a little bit of knowledge. Guru to guru, talking to all our fellow gurus out there, man. We about to get on out of here, man. Tell the truth. Bowtie Bill in the building, baby. Pleasure, my brother.